I'm Kathleen with Windy Chaos, a new digital planner sticker shop on Etsy. I come from the world of paper sticker kits, where I had a successful Etsy shop for 5 years before making big changes in my life that brought me to digital planning and my favorite digital planning system of Breezy Organization. I just had to make my own kits, and in the process, I knew I had to share them with you. So Windy Chaos was born. This beautiful kit is all about mom life and Mother's Day and spring. So it's about a lot of things. But let's jump in and take a look. As you can see, this kit's set up with a Good Notes file that can be used side by side with your favorite planner and planner app, depending on which app you use. I personally love using Zoomnotes, and I use it with Good Notes for the sticker books, and it works just great. For me, it's all about this first page of the sticker book. It's the clip art. So let's dive in. So we'll start with these darling kites, and they are just so pretty. And then we have these two little text elements. One of them says dandelion wishes and bedtime kisses intertwine. And motherhood, the ultimate time warp where hours are days and years are minutes. So why dandelions? Why not use roses or some other flower? Well, dandelions represent spring to me, almost in the same way tulips and daffodils do. Dandelions are the first bouquet that your little one will give you. Dandelions don't last long in water, just like your little ones. The time is so fleeting. And dandelions are magical because you get to make wishes on them. And here are just some sweet little mom items. You've got your sunglasses, a bow that can just go on anything, including this sweet little canvas bag. And then we've got a little Stanley type cup. It's just cute for tracking that, hey, don't forget to take your water bottle with you. And I just love a bunting. I can use a bunting in like every layout. And these are just so pretty, these little scenes. So I have my girls are all grown up now, and um they're wonderful, and I look back at the time that we were all together when I was raising them, and I just love to pass on this advice. Build the treehouse. This summer, just do it. Um we had one for a short while, and it was truly such a blessing and a special memory today for those kids. And my other piece of advice is take your kids to the park anytime you can. Even if dinner will be late or the laundry won't get finished, just go to the park. I wish I had taken them to the park more often. And then we've got this last little bit here. We've got this sweet little gazebo that's in a park. And we also have this beautiful apple tree with the big apple blossoms on it. And let's take a look at the shapes. So these will seem pretty familiar to you if you're a Breezy Organization fan like I am. That means all your favorite widgets from that shop are going to work perfectly in these shapes. I call these capsules. And then we have a chubby. And then the notepads, I like to take two of them and keep them as notepads. Just easy to stick a little widget that's a list maker on there. And then I like to take two of them and put text or some bigger element on it. And so one of them says, they grow up while we're busy making plans, reminding us to be present. And the other one says, today's plan, blowing dandelion wishes with my little one, each puff a promise of love. And then these are called skinny, and I love these for making appointments, labels out of those. And then we have squarish, and then these are called tallish, and I like these for time blocking especially, or longer appointments. And here are the shapes. These are the weekly shapes, and these are fabulous for making up your weekly layouts and makes just such quick work of it. These are the bar shape, what I call, and the one is the circle and bars. And there's 7 in those sets, so they're easy for the Monday through Sunday planning. Just boom, pop them in. And then we have the arches, and they are in 2 sets of 4, and that's why they're tilted, so I could show you that they're in 2 sets of 4. And then each kit has its own unique shape, and this time I made these kind of little dandelion shapes for you. And they're not in any configuration. They're each individual, so there's 7 of those. And you can just move them around however you like, scatter them or line them up or choose just 1 or 2 colors to use or choose all the colors, however you want to do it. So this is a really fun and unique little planner shape. And then we have just the regular circles, and those are in sets of 4 and 3. And the same with the hexagon. And I've put these kind of in warmer shades and cooler shades, uh, in case you just want to repeat a certain element. So, or a certain set because you have a warmer layout. I don't know. However you want to use them, you are free to use them. And then these are a little fun plaque set in 2 sets of 3. Oh, I'm sorry, my dog is barking in the background. And then these are shingles, and they are the art shape, but they're flipped upside down and butted together, and they're in 2 sets of 4. And then we have the squares, which are in 2 sets of 4 also. And then there's these trapezoids, which are fun and funky, and they're in 2 sets of 3. And then you get the shapes also in solo shapes. So you can add extras in as you might need for that week in planning without having to do a lot of cropping and stuff. And then we have the patterns. So I love using patterns, and I love them in the background. I like the idea also of using textures. So I will take a couple of the patterns and then strip them down so that they can just be this little subtle texture in the background. So this is a sweet little cloud pattern. This is a beautiful little dandelion pattern on yellow. Isn't that darling? And then we have this little plaid with a quilted top. And then we have random polka dots. And this is the cloud design with no background and no color to it. And you can see where I kind of made it smeary and stuff in places. I think it's kind of neat. So it's definitely different. There you go. And then we've got the dandelion and seeds that you can use then on any sort of background that you like. And then we also have the quilted texture, which is really light gray. And so you have to kind of be careful what it's going to show up on. It looks great on the really light colors, though. And you can see the little stitches. And then here are the patterns used as washi. This is the wide washi, the narrow washi. And then we have the short washi in all the patterns there. And then you get 4 picture frames. 2 of them will have a pattern behind them, and 2 of them just have a kit color with them. And oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to go back. Go back. Okay, yeah, and every kit has its kit info where you get to see the fonts that were used and the hex codes of the colors, and every kit gets its own pinwheel. Okay, now let's move forward. There we go. Then you've got the date items. You get numbers 1 through 31, and then you also get 2 sets of the days of the week. And one of those is going to be curved, one's going to be straight, and then they're going to, one's going to be like in a print and one will be in a cursive. And you get those in light and dark versions. And here are the mock-ups, my favorite part. So I just love how a mock-up helps us see how everything comes together. So this is the landscape version, and this is on a Breezy Organization planner. I love the fully customizable one. You just don't have any presets in your way. You can just go crazy with your design, and it's just so much fun. So here I used that little dandelion uh, motif for the days and kind of overlap them, and I just think that turned out really cute. I ended up using just 6 of them because I did the weekend instead of Sunday and Saturday. But you can also see here that sorry, that I used the dandelion wishes and bedtime kisses and that bigger notebook black. And there's the little pinwheel in there as well. Okay, and then we have the portrait where I used the squares, and then I kind of just played with the opacity on the numbers, which was really fun and turned out super cute. Um, Motherhood, the ultimate time warp were hours or days and years or minutes. And I used that pretty gazebo and the apple tree. And I popped the little bow right on the apple tree. But I just think it looks like spring, doesn't it? It just looks like spring. So I just have a couple little housekeeping items to go through real quick. After your purchase is complete in Etsy, you'll be able to download a PDF file from Etsy, and it will contain a link to the kit folder where you'll find a GoodNotes file and another folder with all the PNGs. And that PNG and all the PNG files have been named and organized in subfolders. While an iPad and GoodNotes are popular choices in the digital planning community, just know that this kit will work with any number of devices and platforms, such as Android, tablets, and apps like Penly, Notable, Zoto, and more. All purchases will receive a link in that same PDF for the Windy Chaos library, and this is provided as a huge thank you to my customers. Here you'll find different items such as widgets, fun sayings, planner words in white and gray in different fonts, and I have plans to add loads more, so please stay tuned. I hope that you find this kit and the others I'm offering a great value. I'm not here to critique anyone else's business model. In fact, I've been working many years at full-time hours for part-time pay. So who am I to say anything to anyone? But more than anything, it is my hope that you will find the designs beautiful and what you received a good bargain. This set has over 180 stickers. I appreciate so much that you're watching this video and that you've watched it up to this point. I have big plans for Windy Chaos, and I hope you'll join me on this journey. We're definitely at the starting line, but excited to watch this grow. Thank you again so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful day and check us out at Windy Chaos on Etsy.